up, everything down. Everything down.
We're facing a hurricane, Hurricane Dorian, that one that we've never seen in the history of Bahamas. Wind velocity as high as 180 miles per hour, with gusts in excess of 200 miles per hour.
If you look out here in the backyard, you can see the real depth, but the house is actually sealed really well.
We are in a situation where the storm is stalling very close to our coast. It is going to make a movement, and the movement that it makes is going to have a lot of impact on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, those of you that are having spiritual problems, you can contact me at 339-1670. Those of you who need counseling, you can also contact me. Those of you who have properties to sell or looking for a property to buy, you can contact me at 339-1670, or you can call my office at 237-3135. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean and around the globe. Those of you on Facebook, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, like and share as we go live. Those of you on YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell, TT Real Talk, and you will know when we go live. I want to say a special good night to you viewers. As we start off tonight's program, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago will be assisting the Bahamas with any kind of assistance the island may need after Storm Dorian hits their shores on Sunday. Via an immediate media release, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Saieed Ali, indicated that he has been in touch with the Bahamas Prime Minister Herbert Menes as of Sunday evening, following a massive Category 5 storm that hit their shores. Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali noted that he is awaiting the passage of Storm Dorian, which is now a Category 4 storm, to find out what kind of support Trinidad and Tobago will provide to help the Bahamians cope. The Prime Minister noted that he is hoping for the best, and his thoughts are with the affected families and people in Bahamas at this time. As the storm headed to the United States, at least 7 Florida hospitals are under full evacuation order. Storm Dorian is expected to get dangerously close to the Florida East Coast tonight. 5 persons confirmed dead off the island of Bahamas. Now, viewers, I want you to understand something. Yes, it is a storm. It is hitting the Bahamas. Now feel free to call in 237-3135. Our Prime Minister, when we were under flood and storm was hitting Trinidad, remember, our now Prime Minister have refused help from outside countries when they were trying to assist Trinidad and Tobago. I guess we had money back then. I guess we had money to fix Trinidad and Tobago. But yet, a lot of people did not receive help from our present government. Now we have the Bahamas being hit with a Category 5 storm, which broke down to a Category 4. And now our Prime Minister is waiting to assist another country. Now, I don't want to sound biased, and I don't want to sound like we don't want to help, but I just want you all to reflect back when we needed the help and we were getting it. Our Prime Minister refused help from outside country. So now the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago who do not have now, where did we end up? Where did we end up? Now, our Prime Minister is waiting for the storm to pass now to go and assist these people. How can you assist these people? What do they need? Food. They need material to build house. They probably need medical supplies. They will need financial assistance. But listen this. Listen this. Tonight is Mash Up Monday. Now we the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, we need the same thing now. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night. Freeport caller here.
Go right ahead, Freeport.
All right, Mr. Said, you are not selfish. You are not biased. Right? You just bring the facts to the people. No problem in helping anyone. Right? We don't have a problem with assisting any other country. Right? But fix your own house first.
Exactly.
Right? I waited 15 months for money from the TTPS and cannot get it. Right? This is over here. I think you should call election now. Right? As I said, we don't have a problem helping anyone. But take care of us too. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. You see, sometimes this is the thing that has get the people. Because we have the Prime Minister who is willing to go and help the outsiders. But what about our own country? Last year there was a major flood. Major flood year before hurricane hit Trinidad and Tobago. Our Prime Minister saying we don't need help. We can see about ourselves. Now we need help and he is willing to assist others. So what is the puppet game about? Who are you trying to fool? Let me tell you something. What is hidden behind the curtain? I keep saying this. What is being hidden behind the curtain? I will bring it out to the light. And in case you all forget, I will remind you. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Said.
Go right ahead.
We have people still waiting on money for the flood that hit Trinidad.
Yes.
And Rowley, I have no respect for him, he's a big liar. I have no respect for my son Rowley. Rowley want to help other people. I hope he take money from his own bank and he take money from Imbert Bank and all the cabinet. All them cabinet workers who collecting big salaries, let them help Bahamas. We don't have no problem in helping, but he's one-sided. He's a biased man.
Thank you, my friend. This is, like I said, I don't want to sound like a bias. I don't want to sound like we don't want to help. But listen, when we needed it, you refused it from others. And I just want to remind earlier that it's Mash Up Monday tonight. A lot of people in Trinidad can't get their salary from the government. So I want to find out now, if you decide to assist these people financially now, where you are allocating money from? And believe me, we in the boom. We in the boom. But UTT released how much? How many people? About 500. If I'm not mistaken. But you're taking we money now to go and assist them now. So who are we? Are we fools to continue sitting down and being walked over or being bullied? We have no money, we have no money, we have no money, or we can't get no money. And when a storm hit a country of the island, you're taking me money and giving them. So how the hell we the citizens now should look at you as a Prime Minister? I mean, this is real talking. It's Mash Up Monday, Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Said.
Go right ahead.
Thank you very much. Because our people who was sorted out, they get the things yet. We're still waiting.
Yes.
And he's looking to make himself look good across there. We're making other countries feel like we are the best to them other countries. But the citizens in this country are suffering, and the government is having us problems, not seeing about our welfare and looking to see about anybody else. I'm glad for this Mash Up Monday. Let the people know that we are not happy with what he is doing. Prime Minister, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Now, I want to let her understand. Don't feel like we don't want to help. But let me tell you something. Where does charity begins? Talk. Somebody call in and say, 237-3135, phone lines are open. Where does charity begins? You can't give your neighbor a cup of water if you don't have none in your house. How could you give your neighbor dal, rice and curry chicken when your children starving? Your children starving, but you're taking from the children's mouth now to give to the neighbor. What happened to the children? So it's the same thing happening to we the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. It's the same thing. 500 of them gone home. 500. Call her good night.
Yes, Sister Saieed, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Remember when with Ian Allen, he had to beg corporate America, corporate Trinidad to help him to feed all the people who got stranded down in Central and South. Don't some people remember that?
Yes. Thank you, my dear.
Yes.
You see, sometimes we forget. Sometimes we forget. We forget when we were in need and we were getting someone who works with authority. Said, no, we don't need it. We have. I want to remind all of that. I am not against helping. I am not against. I just help a lot of people at the end of the day. Sometimes my wife, they say, Said, you give away all your money. You understand? Call her good night.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Ali. The country of Trinidad and Tobago wants to know where he's going to get money to help those people. There are those in Trinidad who can afford it. Yes, the Prime Minister could afford it from his own bank account. All the ministers, yes, they could give something from their own bank account. Because these people keep taking taxpayers' money and bribing trade unions and using taxpayers' money against the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You have back pay to get. People in the hospital need medication. For the longest while they get Sandway had no medication for your eyes. You understand? And small we could say, you're fining $50,000 a month to pay inbound son, $40,000 a month to pay an advisor, which is your friend and family of a minister. People not working, they have no job to send their children to school and to buy no food. You understand, Mr. Ali?
Yes.
He's not going to pick up Trinidad money and give them, We want to help them, of course, but we just don't. For those who can afford it, we are begging them to come out and assist those people abroad, and that is all we can ask for. But he cannot go into the treasury because nobody is employed right now in Trinidad and Tobago except who he wants to assist. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. You see, the reason why I choose to bring up this is that I want a little reflect backwards. I want a little go back. Go back to when 3/4 of Trinidad was underwater. When outsiders was willing to help with finance and food and sending container. I want to let you remember that. But keep in mind, I am not being biased. Charity begins at home, and this is where I'm starting. I am starting in Trinidad and Tobago before I extend outside. Call her good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Saeed. That is so true. Charity begins at home. I couldn't agree with you more on this nation too. But that clip that you run Friday evening, what is democracy? I feel you should run that clip every evening before you close off your program. So this nation, the citizens of this nation will wake up and understand what Prime Minister Saieed Ali had done to this country. He destroyed this country, and now the little bit he want to give it away. Look, I waiting on my tax returns from since 2015. I can't get it. But he fixed himself. All these speeches he and the president give for independence, so nice.
Yes.
But I hear the president saying, you fill my pocket too. And what is democracy clearly says that every citizen must be treated equally and fairly, right?
Yes, yes.
But I hear the president talk about that, but she full she pocket too. She also getting $25,000 extra a month because she's not occupying the official residence. Tell me about all of this. Now you want to give away the little bit of money. I feel sorry for the people. Of course, we are human beings, but
yes.
you balling, we don't have money, we don't have money. Look, people who retired 2 years ago and they get the money yet. What they going to live on? Fix up these people. Anyway, thank you for a great program, brother. God bless you and God bless you.
Thank you, my friend. This is why I have decided to start off my show with this. I want you all to reflect. Now, I am feeling sorry for them. You understand? I am feeling sorry for them, yes. But at the same time, if my roof leaking and I can't assist the neighbor, I will have to fix my roof. It is plain and simple. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Said. How are you doing?
Are you good?
Said, I think that if the country have $10 and we could afford to give $2 to the people in this situation, we should give it, no matter what the condition. But I have a little issue now where when citizens of this country were flooded out, the minister who's supposed to help them make mention that people shouldn't be building on lagoons.
Exactly.
Secondly, the Dominican Republic is part of the CARICOM which Trinidad belongs to.
Yes.
And that country was ravished by the storm that hit there. And when all the CARICOM leaders came together and decided, hear what, we would waive the fees that all the Dominican Republic had to pay towards CARICOM.
Correct.
The only person, representative from Trinidad and Tobago, stood up and refused, was again say that I would let them pay it, that they don't have the money. So I can understand now where it is, and this kind of two-timing ways this government is operating, that nobody cannot believe and trust them in anything. Every single thing have some kind of alternative motive, inferior motive, and it's something that we cannot trust nothing about this government. But I still stand by the situation that these people are going is under right now. If we have $20 and we could spare $2, I totally agree with that. Give the people and see how much we could help out. Have a good evening and take care.
Thank you, my friend. Now, like I said, I am not against helping. But remember, they have a treasury also. They have a government also. They have an opposition also. They are millionaires in their country also. And they are also the poor people. So if we the citizen, right? If we the citizen have back pay to collect, and some of us had to take VSEP and go home, and had to wait 2 years for money, what does that say? It says that we don't have money in the treasury. Say we don't have money in the treasury, where we getting assistance? You can't say we have medical supplies to send, because we hospital only have Panadol. Anybody here go to the hospital? It's Panadol, 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 Panadol. A lady got in the hospital, she said, Said, I had to undergo operation, and all they gave me is aspirin and send me home. So imagine that. That is why I bring to you Real Talk. Caller, good night.
Good night, Said. How are you going?
I good, go right ahead.
I heard a woman went in a bookstore and steal a book for her child. I wonder if she voted for PNM, boy. oh, God, boy. Kamala was giving away a laptop and she was giving away textbook.
Free.
Right? The people had half a loaf. They throw it away and they say they want no bread. So they be starving. But I will call back the white people to run the country. Oh, God, but this Satan from Tobago, boy. You know, man, will warn us about this Satan.
Call back the British.
Right? We have called back the British.
Call back the British.
I think the certain countries in the Caribbean, I think like the Bermuda and so on, right? The BVI, I think it's still run under the British.
Yes, I think Barbados also.
Right, well, and it does run good.
Yes.
Look, we put these people
to run it, right? These people mind is still in chains and shackles, you know. But they celebrated emancipation. What emancipation? Only when the mind is free, you are truly free indeed.
Exactly.
Right? This is a back to front country, right? They have money for painting, they have money to build palaces.
Stadium, Carry Festa, big cricket, football, all kind of thing.
Yeah. It have money to furnish Whitehall, right? President House. To make Spain look bad.
Nice.
Right? You should come down Central and South and see some of these roads down here, boy. These roads, right? It's despicable. Why the roads in Central and South can be as good as the ones in Westmoreland and Glencoe and Bishop and Maraval? Why? Is this part of Trinidad? And Trinidad is a small country.
Yep.
Oh God, boy. This man, will this man brain is, boy, is in the big toe?
Thank you, my friend. With only 1 week as president of the Public Service Association, Watson Duke was arrested and charged under the Sedition Act. He has announced via a media briefing that he will step down from his leadership position at the PSA as of November 30th, 2019. So we have Watson Duke now wants to step down. Is it because of he is under investigation? Is it because he was charged under the Sedition Act? Viewers,
I have reached a point where in my career as a PSA president, where I'll be leaving the PSA, obviously. All right? I'll be leaving the PSA this year, November 30th. November 30th would be my last working day as the president of the PSA, folks.
The Oilfield Workers Trade Union, OWTU, is challenging a decision by the Trinidad Cement Limited, that is TCL, to do breathalyzer tests on all workers upon entering its compound. While most of the workers at the Claxton Bay plant adhere to their policy, which was enforced from this morning, those who refused were turned away. Branch President Adman Mohammed noted that TCL had breached the law and was bullying workers, so the OWTU will respond. Wow. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
I have 2 points to bring up here.
Go right ahead.
First one is this sedition law. A law that was made before we had independence. We come and we have independence now, so we have the Constitution. Which law we really govern our land by? Because the Constitution says freedom of speech.
Yes.
Freedom to protest, freedom to do this. And how can you bring up a sedition law after we get independent? That is one. Second, how much children, little children, are in a critical state and don't have funds to do the operation, but they want to help outside people? I don't mind helping outside people, but those critical little children whose time is running out of parents to get operation done, why don't we see about that as well? Forget about jobs and back pay and all these things. These things is critical. This is life. And this is what needs to be put to the front. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, my friend. Fix your house first. I always say that. Fix your house first, and then you can help someone else. If you don't have food, how could you give? How could you give? Callers is be calling in this program, talking about there's no fund in the treasury, but yet we are seeing hundreds of millions being allocated for road projects, no money being allocated for school, no money being allocated for medicine in the hospital. What's going on? What is going on in Trinidad? And when something do occur now with another island, we run into help. You can't put a chain and a lock on your gate, but you want to put a chain and a lock on somebody else's gate on another country. Does that make sense? Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed.
My brother.
Saeed, man, this man be around this country. He's going to run this right out of nothing. Saeed, we don't mind helping people. We don't mind helping. We have 7 murders, criminals, they kill 7 more citizens. So everybody see. He didn't see the fit, he didn't send one of his representatives to the family to say, we heard what happened and what assistance we could get. The citizens over here, nothing at all he didn't do. But you look in the vote to make face for the world to see that they helping Bahamas. This man something wrong with this man. You're not helping the people in this country. They come like some men. They're not doing nothing for their wife, but they want the outside woman, spending all the money on the outside woman. They look good. Now you have one, boy.
My brother, I love your terms. I love the way how you bring it across. They're spending everything on the outside woman. That is the outside country, but they can't fix their own country. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. I'm Saieed Ali, and this is Real Talk.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. It's Mashup Monday, you know. I tell you, watch me now. I just look forward to come on my show, you know, to educate you and to open your eyes and your ears, you know. And sometimes bring back pieces of your memory, you know, so you could remember what's going on. And in case you forget, where it is getting live on Real Talk. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead, my dear.
When Rowley lay off all these people and it has no work, how NIS going to be paid to people? How old age pension going to pay to people?
True.
How people who work for the government already, how their pension going to be paid when Rowley closing down every single thing in this country, Mr. Saieed? Oh my God.
Thank you, my dear. You see, now viewers, I want you all to tell your friends and tell your family, local and regional, about Real Talk. The #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. And I must say thanks to you, the viewers, for making us #1. So what I want you to do is tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it. Who don't know about it, ask them. Oliver, watch Real Talk with Saieed. Share our live stream as we go live. Those of you on our stream, I want to say a good night to you and thank you for joining us on Real Talk. Encourage your friend and family to share this stream. Let people know about it and continue making us the #1 show on television where you, the people, get the opportunity to call in and voice your concern, voice your opinion, because I have created this for you, the people. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
They should understand the mentality of the PNM mites. These people are senseless and dotish. You can find 43.
Hello? Call, I do apologize. I think you could check your connection. Now listen to this, viewers. You're going to love this. Heritage Petroleum Company Limited has named Arlene Chow as interim CEO of the company, as Mike Wiley is recovering in the United States from cancer. Minister of Finance Colin Imbud recently announced via a press conference that an interim team will not operate Heritage Company Limited, and someone will be appointed by the government to operate the company. So I am wondering now, if Mr. Imbud forgot what he was saying. Minister of Finance Colin Imbud recently announced via a press conference that an interim team will not operate Heritage Petroleum Company Limited, and someone will be appointed by the government to operate the company. Now, Ms. Shaw has assumed the position of CEO on Monday, September 2nd, until the government can appoint a permanent CEO to operate Heritage Petroleum Company Limited. So we have an actor who is acting on behalf. So what I want to ask Mr. Colin, how did he came up with the person to act as the new interim CEO? Was it quick? Was it overnight? You see, this is the Petroleum Company of Trinidad and Tobago, you know. It's not anybody could act as the CEO, you know. So you find somebody to act now. So you're looking for somebody to be permanent now. Caller, good night.
Hello.
Go right ahead.
Mr. Saeed?
Yes? Next call. The Water and Sewage Authority is advising customers and members of the public that they need to still save water, as the 2019 dry season has impacted them harshly. WASA indicated via a press release, quote, customers and members of the public are again encouraged to maintain stringent water conservation measures by only using water as required, end quote. So viewers, WASA is once again urging the citizen to save water, which we hardly get in our pipe, but what are we going to do? We're going to save what we don't have. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Zay.
Go right ahead.
The PNMI can find $43 million.
You there? Check your connection. Now, we're going to talk about schools. How many of you, the students of Trinidad and Tobago, went to school and probably had to go back home or had to go on another compound to continue your class today? Feel free to call in and let us know what took place in your area, because this is your program where we highlight the issue of education. Caller, good night. Hello?
Hello, good night.
Good night, go right ahead.
Yeah. I want to remind this country, when they had the flood, it's only government houses they compensated for the damage. People in St. Helena.
Yes.
Yeah, good night. You hearing me?
Yes, yes. Everybody is hearing you. The whole world is hearing you.
You're right. When they had the flooding, only people who live in Greenville get compensation. It had so much check that they had to have a sting operation to get some of them who get check Well, it wasn't for them. But all the people in Las Lomas, St. Helena, they never get nothing. All right, my brother, you hearing me?
I'm hearing you.
Right, I seen you too. Thanks.
Thank you, my friend. After a long 2 months vacation, children across Trinidad and Tobago were able to attend classes once again on Monday, 2nd of September 2019. The Minister of Education, Anthony Garcia, gave his assurance that all schools will be functional and ready to house the nation's children. With only a few problems arising out of the new school term, Real Talk Media contacted some teachers at various schools to understand how the new school year is expected to be for them. Some teachers indicated that school does not have enough furniture and the classes are extremely hot. One teacher noted that she had to paint her own classroom over the vacation, while others noted that they had a traumatic experience. Feel free to call in. The second half of this show is dedicated to the school children, the teachers, and the the PTA. Feel free to call in. Let's hear what area you're from and what is taking place in your school today, being the first day of school. Caller, good night.
Saeed.
Yes, my friend.
My friend went to catch fish, and the catfish took him, and he went in the hospital. Put salad big, he went in the hospital, and they said they had no tetanus injection. They had no tetanus to get the money. Boy, put salad big, keep him.
Wow. So no medicine in the hospital, no injection? How did it go for you in school today? Caller, good night. Hello?
Hello?
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
Good night. Mr. Saeed, you look at the Orchard Gardens government school?
I did not get time, I do
All
apologize.
right. Well, each child was told, so they have to put up $100 each to pay in the school.
When?
Yeah. That happened, well, we're in a crisis, I think, financially. So, and, also the Waterloo High.
Yes.
We have to purchase fluorescent bulbs, fans, and the list goes on, toilet paper, liquid soap. Schools throughout Trinidad. So, we have to get accustomed to it. A hard life with the PNM. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear, for that piece of information. Wow. The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago is waiting for the storm to over in the Bahamas to allocate funds to assist them in any way possible, whether it be cash, whether it be groceries, whether it be medicine, whether it be building material. But in Trinidad here, when a flood pass through, we have to face it on our own. When a natural disaster hit us, we have to face it on our own. I'll ever hear the song, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Well, apparently it's not gently down the stream anymore, The stream started to get wavy. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Said.
Go right ahead.
How are you? It's a good show. I appreciate. I like the information I'm getting, and like you said, it is dedicated to the teachers and education in the second half. Correct?
Yes.
I just want. I've noticed that teachers go through a lot of stress.
Yes.
And we know traffic is an issue. We know salaries are an issue. Like the caller previously said,
yes,
that there are no tissue paper, no facilities to use, and you have to carry your own stuff in school. Why is it that they don't try to
schedule teachers in their own area, or put them in an area where they don't have to travel far.
I understand.
Or they don't have to go so far. I know some teachers live in Princestown, and they're going as far as St. Joseph every morning to hit that highway.
Yes.
They had to leave home 4:30, 5 o'clock to reach for before 8. And when they're done, they have to hit another 2 hours outbound again. I mean, that's just one example.
Yes.
Why don't they put teachers in closer areas, and you're saving fuel, you're saving people stress.
True.
Everything else at the same time, but it's just selfish.
I understand what you're saying. Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, listen this. Some parents have contacted Real Talk today to share their displeasure with the Barapore East Secondary School, as they are concerned as to when school will be reopened, as the school is still under construction. Parents indicated that children had to sit in a hot auditorium without any fans or AC unit, which was packed to capacity. Parents are confused as to who they are taking information from, whether it is the PTA of the school who indicated that there will be no school, or the principal who indicated that there will be school as normal, even though construction is ongoing. Parents also noted that they are being muzzled by the principal of the Barapore East Secondary School. They are calling on the Ministry of Education to intervene in the matter.
Currently, there's a problem in the school with construction, and she's misinforming the parents of what is taking place. Right now, we do not know when school is going to start back. She's asking for charity on a Tuesday. She refused to say what she's doing with this money. And when your child do not give of this money, the contribution of this money and the grocery items, they are bullied, they are victimized, and she is constantly, when you ask to voice your opinion, she threatens to throw you out the school. This principal has some serious issues and needs to go. We want to see performance in a proper and professional manner from this individual, and she needs to perform properly. She isn't doing that, and this is something that needs to be sorted out immediately.
Now, viewers, on the line is a parent from the Barapore East Secondary School who is going to give us some more information as to what is taking place in the school. Now, I want you all to keep in mind, we are dealing with the issues. It is the issue we are bringing to you. Keep that in mind. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead. Could you kindly enlighten us as to what is taking place in the Barapore East Secondary School?
Yes, Mr. Said. The principal they have a charity Tuesday where the principal is demanding money and food stuff. When the parents ask what it is about, she said the money is to help rebuild the school, and she's not answering what the food stuff is all about, right? And it's a must. If you don't give it, well, your child, you'll be fearful of your child being victimized or so. Each and every parent have to give in that money every Tuesday.
Okay.
Right?
Are you a victim of this?
Well, that's what she said when I took my daughter to the on Friday.
Okay.
Right? So when I took my daughter on Friday, she said that, and she said we have to. So while the children have no school this week, they went to school today, right? And from my observation today, whilst waiting on my child, I noticed that the rich are highly favored, and the middle class are just being ignored, right? Because when the rich people come in for their children, they get to sign the form and they go. But you have to wait and let your children wait till the principal okay for them to leave, right? I don't think that is fair for a child to be going the school to show favoritism in one and not another. It's, for me, I don't think that is right.
Okay, so let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
You said that every Tuesday, am I correct?
Yeah.
Every Tuesday you will have to donate cash
Mm-hmm.
towards a drive
Yeah.
to construct or to repair the school. Am I correct?
That you are correct. That's right.
So we have parents now coming together to raise funds to give to the principal to rebuild the school.
That's right.
And this is taking place in the Barapo East Secondary School.
That's right.
Okay. Have you or the parents, right, contacted the PTA and forward a minute to the Minister of Education?
No, not as yet.
Okay. Now, I don't want to sound biased. I don't want to label the principal of the school or whether it's his or her or to give them a bad name in any way. But you are a parent and you are experiencing this problem at the school.
That's right.
Wow.
And she's very insultive towards the parents. When you try to ask her a question, she'll tell you, shut up and let me talk. Right? She's not being formal at all for a principal.
I understand what you're saying. So this is the situation presently at the Barapo East Secondary School that you, the parents, are facing and your child have to go through this.
That's right. And I'm thinking of trying to relocate my daughter from that school.
Okay.
Because I don't think that's the environment I would really want my child to be in. If the principal is a bully, why should I send my child here for my child to turn out a bully or be a victim of it?
I understand what you're saying. I want to thank you for taking the time out to talk with us on Real Talk, and I hope something speedily happens and something is being put in place to deal with this.
So like
Now, viewers,
we need to look into this situation.
thank you, my dear.
Yeah.
Now, viewers, this is very serious. If the principal, I am not saying that the principal is doing this, right? But we have where a parent and other parents are going through the same thing. So the Ministry of Education needs to send supervisors to investigate this matter. Now, I want you to understand something. This platform is where we deal with the issue. Now, there are rules, there are regulations, there are protocols in which I say do things. And I want you all to understand that no name haven't been called. So if you're thinking about sending pre-action, be careful. Because I raised the issue. Now, a police can't protest, you understand? But they could communicate with Saieed. Saieed, you know, the ministry and release funding for ink, and the ministry and release funding to pay for the building, or the ministry and release finance to fix cars. I could deal with it because of the fact that it is an issue. And in the school, they are saying that they are having a problem. So the ministry now needs to send their supervisors to do their investigation. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, sir.
Go right ahead.
Yes, sir. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Yeah. I have a daughter going to Cuba West Secondary School. And today I read in the papers where the Minister of Education said that the water fixed a leak at the school. And my daughter came home half day and said the school have no water.
No water?
No.
Wow. So the water automatically lock off?
Well, I think that's what she said.
Wow.
And then I have 3 grandchildren going at Orange Valley Government School. And they have to carry $20 tomorrow morning for photocopy. Each one of them.
So you pay for photocopy in the school?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
But I thought our Minister of Finance, Mr. Colin Imbud, boom, to the House of Speaker. Madam Speaker, we are booming. Boom. The boom drop with no with no cash. No progress in the boom. Call a good night. Hello? So you see, viewers, this is the things that I is bringing towards you for you to understand what is taking place in Trinidad. It is our country. And someone says Trinidad can't fix. Yes, it could fix. Look how much legislation I push forward and get it passed. Look at the bill I got passed. So I actually give police and magistrate a tool to work with. So it could fix. How do we fix it? You and I. You and I. How do we fix it? By calling in 237-3135 from Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. to voice your concern. So that if the minister don't know about it and the advisors don't know about it, you understand? They will know it through Real Talk. Call a good night. Hello? Guess the caller trying hard to get through. It's only on Real Talk it is get the truth. It's only on Real Talk it is nobody drain need fixing. It's only on Real Talk it is no way and no water. It's only on Real Talk it is no which corporation get funding. So I wonder we're going to with these 500, I think it's 500 UTT workers now, teachers, what going on with them now? Call a good night.
Hey, good night, Said.
Go right ahead.
I have a daughter going to the Cuva West Secondary School.
Cuva West?
Yeah, Cuva West, not East. Let's call it Mudsec. Cuva West. And very, very often for the past few years, they have a water problem and a sewer problem, because today I had to go and collect my daughter early in the school, right? That problem has never been solved. I don't know if Anthony Gasset has listened to this show. Please, about 50 children want to get their education. And about talking about education, all those Mahasabha schools, what 1990 and 80 and 95% complete, were they completed? Or is the PNM spiting these people? Right? The PNM have too much of venom and poison. Right? Every time the country take a step forward, these foolish people go and vote back the PNM to be 9 steps backward. Right? This country is supposed to be like Dubai and Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates and Kuwait, you know. The amount of oil money it have. I'm sure you know people who visit the Middle East in that area.
A lot.
Right. And who go to Saudi Arabia for Hajj and all kind of things. They take their money and they do good things for the people.
Yes.
Them thief it out. And what they're giving me? Whining and jamming. They have money for millions of dollars, hundreds of millions for carnival, and for jazz festival, and for goat race. Only thing their mind could gravitate towards is pleasure and whining and jamming. Nothing constructive. Isn't there an allocation in a few $1 billion for building schools and maintaining schools? Why people have to carry sanitizer and soap and toilet paper? What we living in Nigeria, the Congo, the Central Republic of Africa. These people.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, I want you to understand the comments and the views on Real Talk solely belongs to the individual. And Real Talk is not responsible for the comments made by the individual. But I want you to understand this, that this is a platform where we highlight the issues and the cries of the individual in our country. So I just want to make that clear with the viewers and with media association in Trinidad and Tobago. It is of the views of the people. Now viewers, a rerun of this program is at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if you missed it out tonight, you can catch it tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on Synergy TV. Now like I said, let your friends, let your family know about Real Talk. Keep sharing our stream as we go live, even though when we are off our live, you can visit us, look back to the stream, go back to YouTube, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, TT Real Talk YouTube is where you will see a rerun of our program. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but be safe and enjoy.